It's going to be a very high-profile occasion tomorrow, and there'll be many people seeing for the first time Ukraine playing a home game that is not at home, but with 30 or 40,000 Ukrainians in Wrocław. Does tomorrow's game have a sort of added function of reminding a wider audience that the situation back home is still really, really serious and important?
Should I answer in English?
Саш, я тобі можу перекласти.
Ні, він розуміє.
Я розумію, так. На українській чи? Which way is easier for you, English or Ukrainian?
For them, of course, English.
You understand? Do you understand both of them? First of all, I would like to say massive thanks to Poland for all the help and support during this, I would say, the toughest period in our independence time. I know some friends, which is living here since the invasion, and the feedback from all of them that Polish people, trying to help as much as they can. So using this opportunity, I would like to say massive thanks for that. Of course, I'm expecting tomorrow a full stadium of blue and yellow color, because I know that a lot of Ukrainians living here. Of course, it's going to be an amazing atmosphere, and I'm expecting a good game as well, because both teams playing good football, I would say, and it's going to be very interesting for the fans. But it's impossible, to say that it's going to be exactly the same atmosphere if we would play in Ukraine. Because when you play in Ukraine, even the air is completely different. So I can't wait until this time will be, because all of us, we are just dreaming about it.
Alex, I wonder if I can ask a similar thing, really. But just what does sport and what role has sport played over the last 18 months or so? When you look at, for example, towards the feeling of national pride, towards the feeling of giving the whole country extra when you have such an amazing occasion as tomorrow night might be.
Well, I would say if we talk about just football, football I would say is international language between all of us. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet, but everyone knows what football is. So it's an amazing opportunity, to speak out, to talk out, and personally I feel that this is my duty, using all the opportunities which I have, even like this one, we need to speak out. And the first message which I really forgot to say, which is the most important, and which I have to say every single time, that I would like to say massive thanks to Ukrainian army for this opportunity to play for the national team. That's for sure. And of course, especially for the players abroad, we're representing our country. And once again, back to the first question, like I said about my coaches in the past, which were teaching me a lot of good things. And especially when I just started my first steps in the national team, like under 15, under 16, every single coach used to say that, guys, we are playing now abroad, in any country, and we're representing our country. So every single rubbish on the street or something, this is our face. So please show the others who we are. So in this case, I feel like personally, because I'm playing abroad, I feel that I need to represent my country in the best way I could. And I need to show to the rest of the world what is happening actually in my country at the moment, because unfortunately now a lot of propaganda is everywhere. So the people need to know the truth.
As a professional sportsman and as someone who is passionate about his country, when you step out onto the pitch, how do you balance the head and the heart?
Well, it's a good question, to be honest. I heard this question a lot of times in the past, and I would say that in the beginning it was hard, to combine these feelings in your head. It was hard, but in the same time you're just thinking about people which is right now taking a risk of their lives, fighting for our independence, staying on the front line, having families, kids. You can't complain. You can't complain. Simple as that.